What does it mean to rotate? That's very elegant. Oof, what a goal. That's more like it. Usually means in table tennis that you're using your hips as opposed to using your shoulder. If you rotate properly, you find that you are perpendicular to your opponent, that's at a 90-degree angle, and then you turn to face your opponent, and thus your arm is swung into a nice brush position to brush the ball. What you could find as well, you could actually go even further than that the emphasis is on twisting. If you imagine when you're twisting away, that you're actually trying to hit someone with your opposing shoulder. So you're trying to twist and hit them with your shoulder. I still do it a bit too slowly for my own liking, but I'm just beginning to rotate, to be fair. When you can see, look at that. That's a nice little rotation, isn't it? See, they're just driving it through. But even a little bit of rotation, you can feel the difference in the power, in the speed. The whole movement feels well coordinated. Spinal rotation really should be around about 90 degrees. If you get it any further, you get more power, but then you sacrifice the ability to recover. Now, crouching low, I find that if you crouch low, you can get more rotation because the ball's going to be quite low, so it's nice to be slightly underneath the ball. You crouch low, and then you can spin up through it. Sometimes you don't have to because people put it in the air like that, so you can just go right through. But usually, I mean, if someone does that for you, they're just giving you, that's a gift, isn't it? It's a powerful shot. But yeah, you can. That's another gift. I mean, I know that could hurt someone, couldn't it? But yeah, if it's low, you've got to usually crouch down and then spin up into the ball. The crouching helps. It gives you a little bit of extra rotation. It gives you more centrifugal, which means more centripetal, which means more power, which means more spin. And at the end of the day, when you're first learning, like I'm learning, I'm looking for spin. I'm not really looking to hit big, powerful shots. I'm looking for just spin. I want to introduce spin into the rally, and that's what this rotation is going to do. I mean, that was powerful, and that was quick, and that's what you're going to get with rotation. There's no way the arm would be able to generate this kind of speed. It has to be coming from the rotation, and it makes you look fast. It makes you look super athletic. People think, oh God, how did he do that? He just blitzed it right past me. And sometimes they don't realize is that it's because you're using one of the fastest and most powerful pivots in the game, and that is the lumbosacral joint, which is the pelvic pivot. It's the one that you want to be using. When you finish playing table tennis, you should be feeling it in your pelvis. That's what should actually, not in your arm, it should be your pelvis. You should feel it. You should feel a bit of a burn there. Means you've been doing it right. I would suggest that people video themselves. Always stress that you should video yourself, because it's the only way you're going to know where you are. And if you don't know where you are, how are you going to navigate to where you want to get to? That's a nice little shot. Can you see that was taken from a nice position there? As you can see, 1, 2. So 1, 2. This is a 1, 2, 3. Not even well placed yet. I mean, those shots weren't placed particularly well, but they were just driven with so much topspin intensity. There's a little bit of negative spinal inertia, just a little bit there. So you've got to try to focus more on that rotation. So sometimes it breaks down a bit because it's still new. You've got to give yourself some leeway. I like the consistency here. The fact that these rallies are going on for a while, where there's rotate, get back, rotate. It's a lot of it's discipline, which means the more you do it, the better, and enjoy it. You know, just bang, look at that, nice action there. Just keep rotating. Forehand should be versatile. I believe in a very versatile forehand. You should be able to play a whole match with a forehand. I'm not saying I'm not ruling out backhand. I mean, But it's good to be versatile in forehand and know that your forehand can handle lots of different types of situations, and that will come with that. So as you twist into the ball, you get that. Think about brushing it. Just brushing it, just introducing topspin, that's usually enough. Even the top players, you see them do that, they just brush it sometimes, they just brush it. And once you get used to that, it's going to turn into a really different type of shot. It's going to turn into a real monster. You can see that, see a little bit of backspin and then topspin. Well, you block that one pretty well, but how often is someone going to be able to do that? You go, look at that, look at the consistency. All day long, just one after the other after the other. They could just keep coming, just pummeling opponents with this kind of rotation, and that's what it's about. Twist, bang, twist, bang. You've got to get it to that point where it's almost second nature, and it's just, look at these. This is a good bit of chopping from the opponent, who's actually putting so much backspin on these shots. You can't actually appreciate that from the video, but there's some serious backspin being put on these shots. But these are being driven in. Look at that, whipped over there, lovely topspin. See, the chopper doesn't like that, does he? The chopper doesn't like all that topspin. Oh, look at that. These are good shots. And these are consistent, and these are more than just one. It's not just a one-hit wonder. These are more than one. That's a bit silly. There's a bit of a snake. There's no need for that on this stage. We'll do that. We'll do the wait till the league starts. We'll be doing that. That nice little loop. Again, good rotation. Even if the rotation's not perfect, the fact that you're rotating just makes the shot so much more difficult for the opponent. Look at that. Ooh, a bit of negative spinal inertia. Saved yourself with a snake there. But as you can see, it's the best place to be when you're playing in that lovely crouch position. You can handle pretty much anything. You know, you've got to be aware if someone is capable of getting a ball to bounce twice. Not many people can do that, but you've got to be a little bit aware that they might actually go short, but they'll have to go really short to be outside the hit zone. The hit zone is pretty much everywhere. Look at that. See, there's nowhere, there's no escaping. Just keep rotating, and it gets harder and harder for your opponent. These aren't even just twisting. That's all you're doing, just turning into the ball. Could get a lot lower on these, but just the fact that there's rotation just gives that consistency. And look at that, these are nice. Go right through, right through. Oh, that's good. And again, and oh yeah, that's it. It's good stuff. Big spinner, another big spinner. Now a bit more power, now a bit more, and again. Oh, that's good. That's lovely to watch. So that's very different to what you would have seen about 2-3 weeks ago, where you would have seen things break down after about 2 loops. It's good to actually have a game against someone or play against someone who can actually defend like this. It really does help, because it's not over. It's not over until it's over, and you learn that when you're playing against someone who can just keep chopping them back. You can keep pushing it, keep chopping it. Things are breaking down a bit there, technically. You can see. Be fair, I think as this session went on, I think my legs were getting a bit more tired, because you can see I'm not bending my knees as much as I was at the beginning, and it's starting to straighten up a bit. But still, just the fact that you're rotating is okay. But you want to crouch down low, that's a bit better. Nice and low, that's it. Whip right through it, whip right through it. Just keep going. Don't be afraid. You don't have to blast it. Your opponent will break down, like there. So just controlled demolition. Controlled demolition is what it's all about. Boom. Up it comes. Boom. That's it. See? That's all we need. Reverse pendulum. Just a nice short backspin serve to start things off. You can see how difficult it is. When you're rotating and the other person wants to chop all day, it's going to be tough for them, because you're not giving them anything. And as the rally seems to go on, it seems to get tougher and tougher for the person who's defending, because the ball's being caught earlier and earlier. The rotation is being, look, you're more and more in position each time. Look at that. There we go again. It gets tougher and tougher. I think it's better to attack. It's harder to defend. Look how far back the defender is. He's right back there trying to do wonder shots. Where's he going to get that from? Where's he going to get that? These are good shots, these are. Well, last time we had a look at this, we didn't know what was going to happen. Now, the question was, A, is the serve blasted right past me, or B, serve taken off the bounce by my ferocious forehand and blasted past the server and teammate, or C, serve is missed and hit into the umpire, knocking him off his chair. Which one is it going to be? Well, let's have a look. Oh, it's B, isn't it? It was always going to be B. A big forehand. That's lovely rotation there. I even thought that a shot. Now, here's another one. I'm not involved in this one, but the player on the far side, oh, he's really fished that one out. Now, we're going to see a smash. Player on the far side, A, does he block the smash into the camera? B, does the player far side loop the smash, winning the point? Or C, does the player far side collide with the wall and miss the smash altogether? Answers in the comments. If you like these videos, then like these videos, subscribe and hit the notification bell. You're going to get more. Guys, let's get good at this game.